tracking our progress. Okay, so great. We've established benchmarks, we've got mindset, we've got the pillars, we've got our KPIs, but now we need to be tracking this, because if it's not measured, it doesn't matter. So even within, again, our own business, you guys, we are, to our staff, every Tuesday morning, we have a Tuesday morning huddle every Tuesday at 9 a.m. And we go through the established KPIs with the entire organization. And we have consultants all over the country that zoom in for this, and we are presenting to them the goal, where we hit for the week, where we had surplus, where we had deficiencies, and now what we need to do to make up for those deficiencies, and what we need to repeat as an action item to continue the behavior that produced the results. Okay? So I am not giving you anything here that we are not doing every single day in our own business. Now, some of you know my story, some of you don't. I started in real estate 26 years ago, 1995. I started investing in real estate, and it took me 6 months to do my first deal. I was broke, penniless. I was working at a grocery store making $3.90 an hour. Fast forward 26 years, I've now done thousands of deals. We've deployed hundreds of millions of dollars of capital in private money loans nationwide. We're one of the largest and fastest growing private money lenders in the nation. And with your help, we will be the largest. That's what we're driving and pushing towards. And it all started with that first deal. But guys, if I was still utilizing the same disciplines from 26 years ago, we would still be doing 1 or 2 or 3 houses a year instead of 200 houses a year. So we had to take a lot of the things that worked at smaller levels, and we had to figure out how to systematize and create process flow around those things to scale. Now, I want to be careful here, because I don't want to leave anybody of you in the dust who think, well, this sounds too big or too sophisticated for me. No, guys, I was a broke bag boy at a grocery store making $3.90 an hour. 26 years later, here's where we are. This is what I did and continue to do every single year to continue growing and scaling the organization. Okay? Number 7, consistency. Some of you are really good starters, right? And if you're watching this with your spouse, one of you just nudged the other because they're really great at starting projects. It's the completion, the follow through, the follow up, the consistency of the activity or the action. Because many of you are here because you are entrepreneurial, right? And you're like me, you love starting new businesses and you love shiny new things and you get excited about the next thing and you're thinking, oh man, I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do that. Meanwhile, your spouse is saying, could we please just focus on one thing for a minute? How about you just succeed for this first and then let's talk about other things. Now I know this because guys, I live this every day because my wife is the CFO of this organization, and she is the structured, consistent one, where I am the sorry-eyed, crazy dreamer. And there's nothing wrong with that, because every business, you guys, needs a chief visionary officer, the CVO. And for a lot of you, that might be your lane. That's what you are really good at. You're great at conceptualizing new ideas and opportunities, but you may be lacking the implementer in your business, the person that's coming alongside you and helping you implement a lot of the things that you're learning and getting excited about. Without an implementer who's helping you stay on track and stay consistent, you are going to run your business off the rails. And guys, I can tell you this, it is only because I am surrounded by people who hold me accountable and keep me consistent and stay on track that we continue to grow as an organization. Now, a few weeks ago, we had our annual planning session as an organization with our managers. And I had each manager go through within their division what they as a department were going to accomplish, what they needed as far as a budget to accomplish it, what they needed as far as personnel and operating systems to hit the goal, right? And so each manager from each division, they got up and they presented their plan. And so at the end of this, I come in and kind of tie a pretty bow on everything. And I said, okay, great. I love it. You guys did an amazing job. What do you need from me? Now, this is not hyperbole. This is exactly what they said. They said, Lee, for us to hit these goals, we need you to not start anything new. True story. True story. They said, Lee, you can't start anything new. And it was probably about 3 days later that I was in an executive meeting and I had this idea and I went, oh, we should do this. And our CMO looks at me and goes, Lee, you agreed. We're not starting anything new. And I said, fine. So I'm going to help you guys start a whole bunch of new things. And that's how I'm going to do it. So you got to stay consistent. So guys, know your lane, know your strengths, know if you're the implementer or if you're the visionary, because if you are one, you need the other. Others of you here, you are the analytical one. You are the consistent one. You're the college graduate that's been at the same job for 20 years and you've been doing the same thing and your credit rating is perfect and you always budget well and you're just amazingly consistent. And if you don't have a visionary in your life or in your business, you're going to have a hard time getting to the next level because you can't even visualize what the next level looks like. So both sides of this are so incredibly important to your success that you can't forsake the one over the other.